Yeah.
Hello, everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest is Milton Cabral, who will fight on Dynamite MMA for November 8th. Hello, Milton. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
I'm good. And we actually are
Yeah.
around like 6 weeks away from your fight. So, if you can
Yeah.
tell me, usually for you, how long does your training camp last? Like 6, 8 weeks?
Normally 8 weeks. 8, 9 weeks for me is I think is the best for me. Yeah. I can like be ready in 8 weeks normally. Less than this for me is hard because you know to be in a very good shape to cut weight. Less than that is hard for us. And I'm always training, so but even that, you know what I mean. I like to have a very good preparation, and you know I like to be ready, 100%.
And actually,
Yeah.
you last time you fought it was October of 2023.
October.
So it's like around it will be like around 2 years. So
2 years.
yes. So did you do anything different in this training camp, taking into the consideration the like 2 years break?
No, thing that I'm trying to do differently. I was living in US for this 1 year, last 1 year and a half, and I was training my ground game, so to improve. And now I think is the time to see if everything is in the right place now. So now I'm more than ready to go again. You know what I mean? So
And actually, you train in the like the culture fight team.
yes, I was training there. I was training at Jiu Livre too. Is a very very good gym with jiu-jitsu. You know, so yeah, I could like improve a lot in this 1 year and a half. So now it's time to put it in the show.
So
Uh,
probably these are great places to train because even like on your IG you had a picture with Dylan Dennis, who of course
yeah,
he's sometimes he's a bit controversial, but we also know that he's a really good grappler. So
yeah.
definitely with this level of like sparring and training partners, your level of ground game definitely will go up.
Yes, and you guys gonna see November 8th for sure. Yeah, I'm a different fighter today. So, and normally, like my coach used to say, normally you take 2 years to be a different fighter. So I took those 2 years to train, to improve, and now I'm back. And now I'm back, yeah, definitely. Better. So I'm looking forward for this fight. And it's a good, I think it's the perfect fight for me to show the new like King B. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's the perfect opponent and the perfect organization. So it's time to go.
And of course you fought a few times in Cage Warriors, and of course it's
Yeah,
like absolutely great regional promotion. And with a win
yeah.
here, do you plan to get one more shot there to just show your improvement in Cage Warriors?
I have a clear goal since I stepped in Cage Warriors. So I wanted to be the champ in the organization, and I will be for sure. So I'm working for that. And of course, after that, Cage Warriors, 100%. I'm looking forward for that too. Yeah, I want that belt. That's I don't know, my thing. Because I used to watch all the fights at Cage Warriors. So for me, it was like, okay, it's a very good organization. For me, it was like a dream to be there. So, and I was too much like nervous during those fights. You know what I mean? I couldn't like separate, the dream and I'm here now. So yeah, it's for me, it's good now to fight outside and then, yeah, go there again. So that belt's gonna be mine for sure. So I'm looking for that. Yeah.
But actually, you fought against really tough competition because, of
Yeah,
course, you lost a few times. But when we like dig a little bit deeper, who
yeah,
you fought, it was like Sean Clancy. It was the French fighter who earned a UFC contract this season in Contender Series. The Italian
yeah.
fighter who's also undefeated. So when we
Understood.
like take everything into the consideration, you didn't have like almost any easy fight in your career.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I know in nowadays people like to pick and choose the fights, and I'm not like that. You can be like very do a very smart career to go to the top, but the thing is, I want to get there too. Don't get me wrong, but when I'm get when I get there, I want to be like ready for whatever. So of course, I have been accepting these guys, very good guys, with very good prospects like coming up. So and you guys are gonna see now a different King B and more mature, a better fighter, and of course because I had all those fights, in my pocket already. The results wasn't the best, definitely, and I know that I could win a few fights. Yes, definitely. If I was with my head in the right place, definitely I would win. So now it's like time to go back and you know and prove them wrong.
And about beginnings in the combat sports, in your case, did you start with like overall MMA, or did you have any kind of different background, like maybe boxing, maybe kickboxing?
Yeah, that's the interest part. So, and I started to train at I'm 35 now, okay? And I started like to train at 26, 27 only, and directly like MMA because I was about to be a father and whoa, now I gotta provide, I gotta do something that, the to provide for them and okay, I put my mind into it. So yeah, and I start like training directly MMA. Yeah.
I thought that maybe you had some like striking background because of course in your fights we can see that you are very good in like knocking people out. So I thought that
Yeah.
it might be the first like area.
Yeah, I wanna know, no, but no, it's like straight MMA. But naturally, I think like I can tell that I'm a striker, but naturally, you know what I mean? If I could like start earlier, could be better, but it's never late to start. So yeah, but yeah, things came like naturally when we talk about striking. And of course, if I was like to train more striking than the ground game. So I improve more my ground game, my striking than my ground game. So now, yeah, you know what I mean? So
And right now in Portugal, what is yeah, your like main team, like main gym and your team? If you can tell me some names of your coaches, sparring partners.
yeah, so the best team, of course, I'm there, and even if not, I'm a real guy. So I would say if it was another team, but the best team in Portugal so far is Reborn fight team. Is the team that I'm into. And for example, my training partners, I have a very, very good prospect coming up for the welterweight division. He's a monster, but he's doing this weekend the World Cup
The
MMA.
IMAFs.
Yeah, yes. So he's doing now is Stefan. I have, for example, uh, Jacqueline Cavalcanti. She's fighting at UFC. My coach Artur Lemos. He's going there next week to help her with the training camp. I have we have Mafalda. She was about to fight at PFL too, and yeah, I have very good training partners at a very good leagues in Europe, the best uh, leagues in Europe. So she fought at KSW too. Yeah, we have very good fighters. Yeah, and yeah, Stefan is my like now is my my guy, the guy that I train the most, because he's a very, very high level. But he's in a high level. So yeah, it's perfect for me. And he's a grappler too. So yeah, very good. You guys are gonna see soon, very soon. Yeah.
And I actually think that, like overall in MMA in Portugal, I think that it developed a lot in last few years because there were some success in IMAFs. The Portugal had some medals there, and overall, I think that in maybe 2, maybe 3 years, that the fighters from the few fighters from the regional scene can be on the in the UFC roster.
Yeah, I believe in that for sure. I believe in that. We have a very good guys like Machado, Bamba, and Bamba. She fought, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago at Cage Wars with a very high-level performance. We have a very good prospects coming up now. Very, very good guys. And now is, but in Portugal we don't have the combat sports culture. You know what I mean? But now things are growing. People are training more than normal, and now we have more support too. So, and it's a very talented country. Even if you talk about football, sport fights, combat sports, and almost every sports, we have very good, talented people in our country. And yeah, the world will see in the next 2, 3 years. Yeah. So yeah, definitely, definitely.
And of course, you have many years of experience right now in MMA.
Yeah.
And from your perspective, what's it's like the best part of MMA, like overall sport of MMA, the best thing for you, like that you enjoy the most?
In the MMA world, you're saying?
Yes, yes, from your perspective. So it can be like some part of the training, some other things, like overall your journey with the sport.
The thing that I like the most, to be real, is the walkout to the cage, for example. And I can tell why, because I think it's one of the rare moments like in my life that I can be 100% present. You know what I mean? Without thinking about the past, without thinking about the future, I'm there 100%. And I feel so happy on that moment that I can't explain you. It's different. For me, is different. And the training camp, I love the training camps. You know what I mean? I can see how our head like works during the training camp, and you can get to a state of confidence, uh, that normally you can be like all the time. You know what I mean? And when you get there, it's different. You walk in the streets differently. You do everything different, way more confident, and yeah, that's the things that I like the most too. Another thing I know is can be like awkward, but I like the wake up. You know what I mean? Uh, that suffer part, I know it's very hard. People sometimes don't understand, but it's very, very hard and danger. But for me, is I'm gonna say everything that I've been done in my life. Yeah, this is the last, that last moment in my training camp that I'm gonna suffer, and tomorrow I'm gonna enjoy, and I'm gonna be very happy to be in the cage. So I'm very close to that moment. That this is the last time, and so I'm always enjoying the wake up differently than the normal people believe.
And
Even like suffering. Yeah.
and about weight, how much of the weight do you usually cut?
So normally, talking about in kilograms, I think it's easier for me. Normally, I'm like 88, so 10 kilograms, 10 to 12, 12 and a half. 10 to 12 and a half. That's the weight I get. Yeah.
So I think that this is actually not a small number. It's like a solid one, let's say.
Yeah, like for me, it's not. Yeah, it definitely is not a small number. Why? Because I'm very muscular, so I don't have too much to lose. Like for example, uh, in off, when I'm like 88 kilograms, for example, I have 11 to 12 fat percentage in my body. So, I don't have too much to lose normally, so that's a lot. That's a lot for me. Yeah.
But
But now, for example, one thing that I did differently, I have less weight now, and I'm doing my training camp with less weight. I don't have too much to lose for this fight. So I only need to lose like 6 pounds, 6 kilograms. So yeah, so half of that I was losing normally. So it's good. It's perfect.
but probably this moment when you would like weight cut, it's a kind of a big challenge for you, but you will accomplish it. It's like probably great feeling that all of this like pain, let's say, all of this stress, it's over and you did it, and now you can. It's probably sometimes even a little bit easier part than going to the cage.
No, yeah, definitely after, right? You're saying? I
Yes.
didn't understand your question, but tell me.
Yes, yes, that probably is like a feeling of big accomplishment if you made the weight. It's because it can be some of the pain, a lot of stress because you sometimes
Yeah.
probably you are not sure if you will be on the point, and
Well,
after you made the weight, it's probably great feeling.
yeah, it is. And for me, normally build up a little bit more my confidence too, because normally I think, okay, I'm a professional. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I'm here. I'm being professional. So I take that to up my confidence right away after the weigh-in, and I'm like, boom, I'm ready to go now. Now is my time, and I'm ready to go. Let's go. You know what I mean? So yeah, it helps. But it's hard. It's a hard moment, very stressful moment. But at the end, both, yeah, yeah. And
And
I never missed weight too. So for me, it's stressful anyway. But I'm like, I did everything. So far, I did everything. So I'm gonna lose this weight no matter what. I don't care. So I'm gonna lose it. And if I need to run a little bit more, if I need to bath a little bit more or sauna, I will do. But yeah, but it's stressful. Anyway, it's stressful. I enjoy it. To be real, I enjoy a lot. I don't know if you can like see the energy I'm talking about because I enjoy a lot the process, but it's stressful. Yeah.
and do you have some kind of role models in your career? So maybe some fighter, maybe some coach, sometimes someone from the world of MMA.
hmm If I have role models, yeah, I have a very good role models. So models. I have a training partner, Shido Boris. He's fighting at PFL, for example. He's a guy that I can like look to the side and train with, and the guy is like a monster inside the cage and outside of the cage because his work ethic is different. You know what I mean? So I can look to the side and see him the way he work. I say, okay, that's the way we gotta work. You know what I mean? I have Jacqueline at UFC too, and yeah, the work ethic that they have is the best. I don't like to see people in the TV and say, "Oh, that's the guy that that I look up to," because I have people around me. You know what I mean? My coach is a very, very dedicated coach. He's growing, being a coach. He's an example because he's studying. You know what I mean? And to 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 build very good fighters, and he's doing it over and over again. You know what I mean? So he's another guy that I look up to. People more around me there are, making.
But it's probably really good to have this kind of people because in the end, maybe some like younger fighters can look at you and
Yeah,
consider you a role model because of your experience in like, of
yeah.
course, training in a high level and of course your fights. So it's probably good to have like people like this around you.
No, yeah, no, definitely, definitely, definitely. Because for me, looking at them, in this way, I'm gonna build different too. You know what I mean? If you see, I started to train at 26, and I was fighting in a very very good level, Cage Warriors. At 30 years old, in 4 years, and I was at Cage Warriors. So, and I work. They helped me working because I was, seeing them the way they work, and now I can see I have a lot of people in the gym training to be a fighter too, and now they're looking at me too. You know what I mean? So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. The way we build, we can help people the way we build for ourselves. And I know that for sure the way I work, my ethic work too, I'm helping other guys that are coming up, and yeah, definitely.
Okay,
It's a good
Milton.
thing.
So many thanks for the time and for conversation, and I hope that we can see in your next fight the new improved version, and it will be like maybe knockout, maybe submission.
100%. So I'm going for a knockout. That's my natural thing. If I touch and if you blink, you're gonna miss it. But yeah, but if the submission come, oh, I will be there to take it for sure, for sure. And I have good ones in my pocket now. So yeah, let's see, let's see.